everyone, welcome back. This is a theory movie that's going to talk about rest values. Now this is one of those things that I think people already know, but sometimes people come in with just a little unsure about things, and maybe, it was one of those things that, went over in your middle school and it just didn't quite sink in. So I want you to take a look at this chart, the first page in the assignment, which is a chart of all the rest. And if you remember, it looks very similar to the note value chart that we were looking at to see which things add up to what is above them. Okay, so we start out with the whole rest. Now I remember this one because it looks like an upside down hat, and the reason why it's upside down is because it's so heavy that it's hanging down at the bottom. It's hanging down below, okay? So I can correlate that with my whole note in my brain. I can say, okay, the whole note is like that really heavy hat, okay? And then I'm going to put that with the next value, which is the hat, the one that looks like a hat, okay? So that's the one that's a little lighter and it sits up on top, and that only has 2 beats in it. So remembering over here is 4 and this is 2, okay? As we go down our chart, this is that is our quarter note rest, and if I were to give it a note value of sound, that would be its equivalent, okay? So this is silence, this is sound. And so they have their partners, their relations. And then that only gets 1 beat. So here's where the next ones get a little funky for people. We're going to go into the 8th note rest, okay? And that's going to look like this if I had sound, but it's looking like a, I don't know, a little 7 if you want, okay? And this gets half my beat. All right? And then the funny one that really trips people up is the 16th rest, which I don't know what that looks like. A European 7? I don't know. But the fact that it has 2 flags is the same for its partner note, okay? So 2 flags. So this has a flag, that has a flag, that has 2 flags, that has two flags there, and this is going to get a quarter of our beat. Okay? So as we can see over here, 4 of these would equal 2 of these. And if I kept writing it, I'm just being lazy. Right? I'd have some more over there. So I just want to get these into your head so that when we're playing music, you have an understanding the same way you do for notes for rest values. Okay? So if you're unsure, take a look at that chart in the first page of the assignment, and also the second page walks you through it. It doesn't cover these last 2, so those are the ones that I want you to think about. So take a look at that first page chart so you understand 8th notes and 16th note rests, okay? And they're the exact same words as the notes that they are paired up with. A whole rest, a half rest, a quarter note rest, an 8th note rest, and a 16th rest. Again, maybe you all know this, but I guarantee you there's a few people who maybe need a little more detail just to make sure they understand the whole thing. All right, guys, that's it for right now. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.